Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lakbay. My name is 134 and I hope you have a good time today. Well, if in this episode you sort of hear some sort of wind in the microphone, that's because I have a fan behind me. I have been testing for the last 20 minutes different setups with the microphone, with noise filters and such, trying to make sure that the fan doesn't disrupt the recording too much. However, I've done what I can, and hopefully this sounds as good as it can be. Well, in the previous two episodes, we have made some changes to our base. The first one is that we have started a simple farm here on the west side of our base. However, as you can see, it used to be up until here. However, mobs like the chicken and cows and pigs and sheep have just been trampling all of our crops. And so this isn't really the best farm right now. We'll have to move it at some point. We have also laid out the treasure room over there, so let's quickly show that as it turns into daytime. We have also started laying that out because that is another of our base goals, to build a room for all our treasure items. It's this way, very close by to our base over here. So we have here our circular room, which will be our main room for now. But we would then expand this into the hill over there and into this body of water over here. But I do need to build at least the walls for all of those structures and then just build the interior as we go. We've also transported some of our stuff here so that we can start building. Now, I want to go back to the house because I really want to address the difficulty with our farm. Right now, the farm is easily accessible by all the mobs, and that just means every crop is going to be trampled at some point, and it's all going to turn to dirt and grass, and we don't really want that, do we? Now, I've had an idea brewing the last few days as to how I'm gonna fix this, and that is simply move the farm underground. And to be honest, I'm thinking of moving it under this ocean over here. Like have it be underneath here, just with some glass over it, so that the light can still shine through and we would still have some lovely crops growing. To start that, we better start turning our sand into glass. So let's put 4 there, and let's put 4 there so we can start turning our sand into glass. And that glass will also be quite useful in making sure that we have actual windows in this house. Because right now, with these open windows, skeletons can shoot us, skeletons can kill us, and we don't want that happening either. So, I will be back once all the glass has been cooked, smelted, once we have all the glass blocks, and once we have placed those in our windows. By the way, I've also picked up some extra sand from inside our chests and also smelted those into glass so that we have some extra glass that we are smelting. In the meantime, let's pick up the glass from over here, start building our windows. Now, glass in Minecraft, just like glass in real life, is very fragile. So if I start breaking this, we don't actually recover the block. So we have to be very careful in placing this glass. That is why I have been trying to be very deliberate in clicking every time I want to place some glass. And finally, we have some proper windows in this house. We should now be safe from skeletons from outside. And we should still have some glass left to work with. Let's pick up all this glass. And let's look for the right place to place our farm. Now I'm thinking it will be right around here where we'll be replacing some of the sand with glass. Like starting from here, moving over there. So let's do that. Oh no, it's not going up, is it? So we're gonna be slowly placing down all of this glass. So we're making a 9 by 9, I think, since that's how far the water would reach. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Four, 5, 6, 7, 9. Now, I will continue building the square, and I'll be right back once we have all the glass placed. What happens when you misclick? Have to break it, and you don't get the block back. But yeah, I was just gathering wood while I was waiting for my glass to smelt. And yeah, just lost our first piece of glass. That's unfortunate. Alright, back to placing glass. Placed all the glass blocks, now we need a way to enter this thing. I'm thinking of keeping it simple, just having a staircase that goes down from this beach into our farm. So we're gonna just have some glass blocks over here, and then we're just gonna have some simple, let's say, cobblestone stairs. Do we have those? Yes, we do. So just cobblestone here, and then just cover all this up. Let's have some glass over here. And then we just start staircasing down into our farm area. We're getting a couple more. Let's make some more. Alright, next, we're gonna finally dig out the farm itself, or dig out the area for the farm. Let's see, where do you want this? You want this to be here? Can we get down? No. Yeah, so we can place a couple more glass blocks over here. Can we place torch here? No, we can't. Okay. So we're now gonna dig out our farm area. Alright, dug it out. This is what it looks like now. You can see the ocean above us. But now let's figure out how we're gonna lay out the dirt. I definitely want a line on each side over here. So that's something that is for sure gonna be happening. But I also want something here. Right? So maybe something like this, perhaps. So that I can easily still gather everything from here. Yeah, I think that sound. I think that's okay. So we're gonna do this. Then at the middle here, we're gonna do that. Because I don't want them to be. I don't want the crops to be on the floor. I want it to be elevated so that we have less chance of actually trampling the crops. And then over here, we're gonna put just a cobblestone. And then we're gonna take our water bucket, which is still upstairs. Ooh, it's bright outside. That's nice. We're gonna take our water bucket. And our farming materials. And start planting. Where did the hoe go? Come here, Hue. So what's gonna happen next is we're gonna put the water over here. Pick up some more. Another water over here. Put some glass over that. And then pour everything. And start planting our seeds. So unless I did something wrong here, these should all remain farmland and not turn back into dirt. And we should not be able to trample any of our crops. So this is our new simple farm. And so I can finally say that goal is done and dusted. Okay, let's go back up to the house. Now, to end this episode, we're gonna work a bit on our treasure hall, treasure room, treasure building. First, let's make ourselves a way out of this building. So once we're inside, we can't easily get out. So let's make ourselves an easy way to get out by just having a stone pressure plate over here, which opens the door once we want to get out. Now, unlike wooden pressure plates, these are not triggered by items, but instead are triggered by a player or mob. Next, I'm gonna dig out this floor so that we can then discuss what kind of floor we want for our main hall here. Okay, so this is how the floor is currently looking like. I have a cobblestone ring around the outside of the floor, which leads me to think that I shouldn't have cobblestone as the walls here, but these are just for the layout anyway. Followed by some slabs over here. Now, I'm thinking of putting some wood inside here to change the colors up a bit. So that it's not all gray and black inside this building. Now, as for the center itself, I'm thinking of something a bit more interesting. I'm thinking of digging out this middle section over here. And putting some lava under the floor. Let's see how that looks like. Like, I'm gonna put a piece of lava, bucket of lava here in the middle, and see how that looks like under the floor. Here goes nothing. How do I escape this without dying? Is a big question. Okay. Put that there. Cut this out. And then quickly cover it with glass. Now this is gonna serve as a nice centerpiece to our floor. while also providing light to the center of the floor. Since lava gives us quite a high light level in terms of gain, and also provides us quite a nice contrast between the green and the red and orange. I think I'm gonna keep the grass around here. I'm gonna let it grow using these dirt blocks over here, so that we have a nice floor made of wood, grass, and some lava in the middle. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Let's try and see if we can make a button to enter this place with. Let's see if we can place a button like here, perhaps. Got it. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We're still waiting for the grass to grow over here, but we have placed some of the walls inside this place. So we now have this ring of slabs on the bottom here, going up through the doors as arches and also as pillars in the middle of the circle here. But not middle, but where the corners would be, where the 45 degrees would be in the circle. So once the grass has grown through all these bottom blocks, I'll be removing these dirt blocks, and we'll be working on the ceiling next. Now for the ceiling of our treasure room, we did a bit of a parallelism with the floor here, where we still have the cobblestone, the slabs, the wood. Instead of grass, I used wool instead, and instead of lava, I used water instead on the ceiling. So we would still be able to see the sky both during the day and at night. Now, with that, I can say that besides the grass growing over here, we're pretty much done with our main treasure room. So we will be working on those expansions as soon as we need them. However, for now, we are done with this room. And now all that's left is to pick up this egg. Because there's an egg there, and we do need eggs for our quest. Now all that's left is for us to move our treasures from the room upstairs in our house into this treasure room. So we have now removed all the extra dirt blocks around here, and we have now moved all our treasures. So for each treasure, we have a single chest for each of them, and we also have a sign for each of them saying what it is, which episode we got it on, when that episode was recorded, and when that episode was uploaded. So we have now a good record of each treasure. So we can now look into these chests and check out each treasure and reminisce about those times. With that, we have now finished our initial treasure room. Instead of just a chest in the house, we have also fixed our farm by making a new one. And so we have finished our base goals. In the next few episodes, we will then finish the update goals, meaning all of the goals related to our new update. And only then will we move on to the next version of Minecraft Alpha. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode of Lakbay. If you want to see more from me, if you want to see me move slowly but surely through the versions of Minecraft, please do feel free to subscribe. I could never say that correctly, but anyway, for now, the grind continues. Goodbye, everyone.